Get busy working on yourself. Do you ever sit alone, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering where it all went wrong? That ache in your chest? That's your potential screaming at you, begging you to stop wasting time. Life doesn't care about your excuses, and the world owes you nothing. Every second you sit still, someone out there is grinding, becoming sharper, faster, stronger, while you're stuck in the same place, feeding yourself lies that tomorrow you'll start. Tomorrow doesn't exist. You want to change your life? Then stop blaming, stop crying, and start building. No one's coming to save you. No one's handing you power. You take it. You forge it. With every drop of sweat, every early morning, every hard choice. There's a beast inside you that's been kept quiet too long. Wake it up. Feed it discipline. Feed it pain. Use that heartbreak. Use that rejection. Use every damn failure and turn it into fuel. The world won't believe in you until you give them no choice. Get busy working on yourself, because that's the only thing you can control. Be dangerous. Be relentless. Be undeniable. There's a brutal truth that most people never want to face. Freedom doesn't come from comfort. It doesn't come from doing what you feel like doing. It doesn't come from waking up whenever you want, scrolling through your phone, skipping the gym, or bailing on your goals because you're not in the mood. That's not freedom. That's a slow death disguised as ease. Real freedom, it's earned. It's forged in the fire of discipline. It's doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. That's the hard truth. That's where the winners separate themselves. Discipline is getting up at 5 a.m. when your body begs you to stay in bed. It's going to the gym when your mind screams for comfort. It's studying when you'd rather be watching Netflix. It's saying no to temporary pleasures because you have a long-term vision that burns inside of you. And you know what? It's not supposed to feel good in the moment. Stop chasing feelings. Discipline isn't about how you feel. It's about what you do regardless of how you feel. Weak people live by emotions. Strong people live by principles. If you only act when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere worth going. When you build discipline, you build freedom. Think about it. The freedom to walk into a room and feel confident because you've put in the work. The freedom to take care of your family because you've built financial security. The freedom to look in the mirror and respect the person staring back. That kind of freedom doesn't come from luck. It comes from years of pushing when no one's watching, showing up when it's hard, and doing the work when everyone else is slacking off. You think successful people feel like grinding every day? No, but they do it anyway. Because they've trained themselves to rise above emotion. They've trained themselves to attack life with purpose. That's what discipline gives you, power. Not the fake kind that comes from status or ego, but the real kind that's built on consistency, effort, and character. The kind of power that makes you unstoppable. The truth is, discipline isn't some magical gift you're born with. It's a choice, a decision you make every single day. It's a habit. And like any habit, the more you choose it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you say, I'll do it later, you're building weakness. But every time you say, I'll do it now, even when you hate it, you're building strength. You're building freedom. Because here's the thing, discipline gives you control, and control is everything. When you control your mind, your body, your habits, you control your life. You stop being a slave to distraction, to laziness, to fear. You stop being pulled around by life and start driving it. You want to feel free? Start doing the things you keep avoiding. The workouts, the studying, the cold showers, the uncomfortable conversation, the sacrifices. Freedom lies on the other side of everything you're running from. And yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to test you. You're going to want to quit. But that's the price. That's the price of greatness. Every champion, every high achiever, every real warrior of life, they've paid it. They've walked through the fire of discipline, and they've come out sharper, stronger, and more alive than ever. So the next time you don't feel like doing something that you know will make you better, do it anyway. Stop waiting for motivation. It's a lie. If you want something real, build discipline. Wake up early, train when you're tired, study when you're bored, keep going when it hurts, because that's what freedom is. It's not found in comfort. It's not handed to you. It's earned with blood, sweat, and daily sacrifice. You either suffer the pain of discipline or you suffer the pain of regret. But make no mistake, you will suffer. The only question is, will it be worth it? Pain is not your enemy. Pain is a message. It's a signal that you're alive, that something matters. Most people run from pain. They numb it, suppress it, or pretend it doesn't exist. But that's why they stay weak. That's why they keep repeating the same patterns, because they don't understand the truth. Pain can either break you or build you, and the difference is entirely up to you. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every failure, those aren't just unfortunate events. They are gifts, weapons in disguise. They are the fire that can burn away your weakness and reveal your power if you let it. But you have to stop feeling sorry for yourself first. You have to stop using pain as a crutch, as a reason to stop, and start using it as fuel. That pain you feel, it's a reminder. Reminder that you care, that you're not done, that you've got more in you. The worst thing you can do is ignore it, because when you suppress pain, you also suppress growth. You have to learn how to sit with your pain, look it dead in the eyes and say, you will not control me. I will use you. That's the mindset that separates the average from the unstoppable. You get rejected? Good. Now you know what it feels like. Use it to sharpen your focus. Use it to fuel your grind. You got left behind? Let it harden you. Let it teach you that loyalty must be earned, not given away freely. You failed? Good. Now you know what doesn't work. Get smarter. Get tougher. Come back swinging. The people who rise in life, who dominate, who become unshakable, they're not the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who got hit, knocked down, humiliated, laughed at, abandoned, but instead of folding, they flipped the script. They turned every wound into wisdom, every scar into strategy. They didn't cry about being hurt. They trained while bleeding. That's the game. That's how you win. Because life isn't fair, and it never will be. The world doesn't care about your tears. It responds to strength. You want to be respected? Use your pain to earn that respect. Look around you. Every great story, every legend, it starts with pain, with someone who was broken, doubted, overlooked. What made them different wasn't talent, luck, or timing. It was their response. They didn't waste time complaining. They built. They fought. They used the fire inside them to light the way forward, and you can too. But you have to stop waiting for the pain to go away. It won't. That's not how life works. It'll stay until you do something with it. Start turning your wounds into weapons. When someone betrays you, let it sharpen your intuition. When you're rejected, let it fuel your self-respect. When you fall short, let it fuel your obsession to grow. Stop crying over what went wrong and start training so it never happens again. That's how you gain power. You take control of your story. You stop being the victim and start becoming the architect of your future. That's what pain is. Raw energy. Most people waste it. But if you channel it, you become something else entirely. Pain makes you humble. Pain makes you focused. Pain makes you dangerous, because once you've suffered deeply, once you've been through hell and kept going, nothing can stop you. You realize that no external force has power over you anymore. They can't hurt you worse than you've already been hurt. And that makes you fearless. That makes you lethal in a world full of soft minds and fragile egos. So next time you're broken, lost, or angry, don't spiral. Don't numb it with distraction. Harness it. Turn it into intensity, into drive, into precision. Let it mold you into the version of yourself that nothing can shake. You've got two choices. Let pain destroy you, or let it refine you. Let it turn you into steel. Because the man who has suffered deeply and turned it into purpose is unbreakable. And in this world, that's the most powerful thing you can be. Every morning when you wake up, you're faced with a choice. A quiet battle that starts before your feet even touch the floor. You can either rise and fight, or you can hit snooze and stay the same. And the truth is, the real enemy isn't out there somewhere. It's not the guy with more followers, more money, or more muscles. The real competition is staring at you in the mirror. It's you, the version of you from yesterday. The one who wanted to quit early, the one who made excuses, the one who said, I'll do it tomorrow. That version of you needs to be hunted, destroyed, and left behind Forget comparing yourself to the world. That's a trap. Someone will always have more resources, more experience, more talent. But that doesn't matter, because none of those people are you. They're not living your life, carrying your burdens, walking your path. The only question that counts is this: are you better than you were yesterday? That's the standard. That's the war. Because if you're not improving, you're declining. There is no neutral in this life. You're either climbing or you're rotting. That version of you from yesterday, he's soft, He's comfortable. He's the one who skipped the gym, procrastinated, scrolled mindlessly, doubted himself, played small. That's your opponent, not some imaginary rival, but the weaker version of you. Your mission is simple. Outthink him, outrun him, outlift him, outlearn him, outlast him. Every single day, wake up and put that version in the dirt. Show him that he's not welcome anymore. Because if you don't kill your old self, he will kill your future. The grind isn't glamorous. It's repetitive. It's boring. It's painful. But it's in that monotony that greatness is built. You don't level up once and stay there. You earn your next level every single day. And when you start seeing life like that as a personal scorecard, things change. It becomes addicting because it's not about chasing someone else's pace. It's about building such a tight system of progress that you can't lose because you won't allow yourself to. And no, it's not about making massive leaps every day. Some days you'll only grow an inch. But an inch forward is better than staying still. Progress is progress. Did you wake up earlier? Did you push harder in the gym? Did you study an extra hour? Did you keep your word to yourself? That's how you win, in the details, in the discipline, in the choices no one sees but you. You want to become elite? Then start acting like your own shadow is your biggest threat. Train like he's trying to steal your goals. Work like he's coming for your spot. Because the truth is, he is. Yesterday's version of you doesn't want to be replaced. He wants to drag you back down into comfort, into weakness. But you can't let him. You have to be relentless. You have to be cold. You have to say, I don't care what I did yesterday. I'm going to crush it harder today. That's how you build confidence. Not from compliments or applause, from stacking wins. From knowing deep down that you're better, sharper, stronger than you were last week, last month, last year. That confidence doesn't come from faking it. It comes from proving to yourself over and over again that you're growing, that you're not stagnant, that you're in a war with mediocrity and you're winning. So every time you want to take it easy, remember this. If you don't outwork the old you, he's going to come back stronger. He'll whisper in your ear that you deserve to rest, that you've done enough, that it's okay to slow down. But those are the lies that keep people average. That's how greatness dies, quietly, in the name of balance. But not you, you're different. You're building a version of yourself that your past self wouldn't even recognize. And that's the goal. To wake up one day and realize you've left your old self so far behind, he couldn't catch up even if he tried. That's when you know you've won. Not because the world told you so, but because you know you outwork the man you used to be. And if you can do that every day, you'll become unstoppable. So when the sun rises tomorrow and that alarm clock starts ringing, don't hit snooze, hit the battlefield. Remind yourself that today is not about being perfect, it's about being better. Just a little faster, a little sharper, a little more disciplined than yesterday. That's how champions are made. Not in one massive leap, but in small, relentless steps. The only man you should fear is the one you used to be, because he knows your weaknesses, your habits, your doubts, and every time you beat him,